Okay, finally fixed the microphone. Apparently, some reason it was off. Don't know why OBS did it. Okay, so good early morning, I should say. It's almost 5 a.m. And the reason I'm doing early slash late video is because I was trying to do one previously and it wasn't working because my computer was busy doing something else. So, anywho, I'm going to discuss the ongoing issues with Scarlet and Violet. It has come to my attention, and actually, several of these things have happened to me. Basically, I'm going to get right to the meat of the issue. These games need a serious update. Scarlet and Violet need to be updated ASAP. I was earlier yesterday. I could say yesterday or earlier today because we just stopped around like 3 or something. So, anywho, earlier on, or later on. Oh.
Sorry, I don't understand, but I found something related. Do you want to know which is correct early on or earlier on?
So.
So,
Ignore that. For some reason, my Google device wants to chime in. So I was saying I was playing Scarlet and Violet. I'm playing Scarlet, and my friend's also playing Scarlet. So I was playing Pokemon Scarlet earlier today with my friend, and my friend got a very serious glitch happen to her. First, she had a glitch where her controls just flat out stopped responding. The second thing that happened is she was in a cave on the right Pokemon, and she basically fell into the void. Randomly just fell through the map into the void, and she had to basically restart her game. And then the other thing that happened, which was even more scary, is the game completely crashed. And not just the game, the entire Switch operating system. The entire I'm peeking for some reason. The entire OS basically locked up because of the memory leaking issues of the game. That is scary. She honestly, legitimately thought that her Switch got bricked. Fortunately, she was able to restart her Switch and everything was operating normally after that. But that kind of a crash, that kind of a severe crash is bloody scary. It could lead to a whole bunch of stuff. And yes, my friend did actually lose some progress because she wasn't able to save because the game basically went kaputski to the point where it just crashed the whole operating system. And, in all of my years of playing Pokemon games, I have never, ever seen the game lock up to the point where the entire OS crashes. And yes, the Switch is the main thing that you see in the Switch is called an OS. It's an operating system. It's probably called the Switch or whatever the heck Nintendo calls it. But that's not good. That could lead to corruptions, data loss, and potential other damage to data. And not just the data of Scarlet and Violet. It could potentially fuck up the data of every single other game in the system because it could screw something up. And more importantly, it could screw up the operating system. If that happens, your Switch is toast. If your operating system gets fucked over, your Switch is finished. You have no choice at that point but to send your Switch to Nintendo and pray to God Almighty that they can fix it and they don't, delete your data in the process. And me myself, and this also happened to my friend too. I got a glitch doing a terror raid. I was trying to do a terror raid I basically went to do a random one because you can search for random one, and I was online. My internet connection was good. There's nothing wrong with my internet connection, and there's nothing wrong with my Switch either. Because I keep my Switch. I basically baby my Switch, if that's what you want to call it. I basically make sure that there's nothing that wrong with it. I basically, it stays in the house, in the apartment. It doesn't leave the apartment. Basically, what happened to me is I was trying to join a terror raid. All of a sudden, the game basically tells me there's a problem with the Pokemon in your party. Okay, had to split the other video. Had to split the video in half because for some stupid reason I must have accidentally hit the stop button instead of the pause button. Lovely. So as I was saying, I was in the terror raid battle, trying to join. It said there's some sort of problem with the party, with the Pokemon in your party, and the fact of the matter is the Pokemon in my party are legit. They're legit. There's nothing wrong with them. The 2 starters that I got from my friend that she traded to me, those are legit. She got them from breeding. She basically did the whole process where you have a Ditto and you breed. She did the whole breeding picnic process thing that you do in the game. So there was nothing wrong with my Pokemon. It was basically false flagging them. It was false flagging them as hacked Mon or whatever the hell you want to call it. And my Switch is normal. It's vanilla normal. It's not modded. I don't mod my Switch because I don't mess with that crap. And neither does my friend. She doesn't mess with that stuff either. So, yeah. So, what I'm going to say is these games need to be seriously updated because these issues are not okay. You got issues where the entire OS is crashing. We got issues where the games itself, we got issues where the games are crashing. We also got an issue where the game locks to the point where the whole OS crashes. And then we got issues where it's false flagging, basically false flagging, saying that the Pokemon you have are not legit when they are. And then you have issues where you can literally fall right through the map. And there's also an issue where the Pokemon themselves can fall through the map. And then there's an issue where the controls just randomly stop working. It's like there are plenty. I understand that not everybody's gonna have the same issues because some people maybe get lucky and may not have any issues at all. May have a different issue, but these games need to be fixed. There needs to be a serious, major update. Game Freak, Pokemon Company, you guys have screwed up. You have dropped the ball. Me as a consumer, I'm disappointed because these games, in the state that they are in, they should have never been shipped out like this. They should have been... what should have happened is there should have been a beta launched to test this game. This is why you have betas, so that way you can iron out all the bugs before you actually send the finished product to the consumers. Game Freak, Pokemon Company, as a consumer, I'm extremely disappointed. Just because I'm having fun with the game, well, not as much fun as I could be having with these glitches. I mean, these glitches are not fun at all. I'm still gonna try to play the games and pray to God that I don't get any more glitches. But it's not a question of if you get a glitch; it's only a matter of when. These games need to be updated. Pokemon Company, Game Freak, these games need an update as soon as possible because this is critical. This is serious, and this needs to be your priority one. That's all I'm going to say for now, ladies and gentlemen. It's already getting late, so I'm going to conclude this video for now. And I'll see you all in my next video, whenever it is and whatever it is. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you all later on my next video, whatever it is. Bye, everybody.